Co-OpCast. These are the wives we've taken over today. The guys wanted us to come on and say a couple of things, so I hope you enjoy our segment of the Co-OpCast.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I think we'll go around and introduce ourselves first.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am Mimi. So I'm the wife of Carter. Oh, Carter CDC. Yep.
Good job, good wife. Well, me. Okay, I'm Stacy. I'm Sawyer's wife. His tag is soy sauce, I think.
I'm Brina. I'm Colin's wife, and his tag is the Baron 72. Yeah.
Wow. We actually know their game tag. I'm surprised.
Oh my god, the only reason I know it is because I listened to the podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so how do you want to get into it?
So to begin with, let's talk about how we met our husbands. Yeah. So I'll begin
good.
since I'm married the longest. I've been married to Carter the longest.
I've not been married to Carter the longest.
Sorry. I've been married the longest. So Carter and I actually met through a mutual friend. Yeah. So while Carter was doing some work with a friend of mine in South Africa, my friend just kind of introduced us together, you know. So then we started talking and we just clicked, and then we ended up in the same university, and then we went on dates, and here we are. Yeah, we've been happily married for 2.5 years. Yeah, and we have a cute 1-year-old son right now.
He's so adorable.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
what made the friend choose to introduce you and Carter? Like, how did that happen?
It's funny because I think you noticed that I have an accent. So I'm from Malaysia. So it's a country in Southeast Asia. So it's funny because we went back to Malaysia beginning of this year, and we asked our friend again, like, seriously, what made him introduce us together? And he's like, I don't know. It's just an impulsive thing. Like, he just thought, it looks like they will be cute together, so let's just let them talk, you know?
He was right. Because you guys talked over email in the very beginning.
Yeah, it was just email for about a year.
A year?
Wasn't he still on his mission?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we were both. I was in Utah at that moment.
Cool.
And he was in South Africa, and we were just emailing each other. And then I got home to Malaysia, and then I came back out here to school, and then that's where we met. You know, when he finishes his, and then he came back out to Idaho. Yeah, Idaho is where we met.
So cool.
Yeah.
Right. I remember that night when you guys went on your first date. Sawyer and I drove up to the apartment complex, and I could only see, it was really dark, so I only saw a little bit of you, but I was like, oh my gosh, that's the girl like Carter's been talking to. So it's crazy, just that memory of first kind of seeing you to up to now, and how like we know each other now. I don't know, it's cool to think back on.
Wow.
What made you guys keep email? Like, what was it about him that you guys emailed for a year? You know, like what kept you guys going since you hadn't met in person? You know what I mean?
That
makes sense.
I mean, honestly, I did not reply his first email.
No way.
Because I'm like, who is this guy? Like, I had no connection. You know, I kind of forgot that my friend was in South Africa at that moment. So I'm like, who is this guy from South Africa, like emailing me? You know.
Yeah.
So, but then my friend emailed me like, hey, reply to my friend, man. You know, he's my friend. You know, just reply, be nice. You know. So I'm like, okay, well. So that's kind of the initial, you know. But after that, it's more like we keep sharing our story, and it's kind of cool to learn the different work that we do in different places. No, I mean, we're doing the same work. Yeah, we're both serving a mission. So that's when we go around, and we're missionaries. So we go around and share the gospel.
You guys can relate with each other.
Yeah. So even though we're doing the same work, but we're doing it in different place, and it's kind of different, you know. So it was fun to learn about how he does things there and how different it is. But that's my story. So let's move on to Stacy's story.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sawyer and I, we've known each other most our lives. Sawyer and I grew up in the same town. I moved to that town when I was like 5. So I started in kindergarten. Since we go to the same church, we were in the same classes, same grade. And so we've known each other and kind of friends, not super close. I think there was like some like random moments in middle school where we kind of had a crush on each other, and which we talked about, which we talked about when we got married or when we were dating. But junior year is when we started talking and kind of dating, because we both did band. I played the flute, and then he played the tenor saxophone. And our band, we're pretty small, so we never did like field shows. We're too small and we didn't have the resources to be able to do it. But we did like parades where you march and play songs as, people on the street are listening, watching to you. And there's this fun festival parade in Spokane. And we've never really talked before, just kind of mutual friends and stuff. But that parade, before we were on to go march, we started talking and laughing and joking around. And, like, I think it was the same for both of us, where we were, like, I was like, oh, he's a funny guy. Like, he's really fun to talk to. Like, I don't know. In my mind, like, why haven't we been friends before? Because he's funny and stuff. And I think the same for him. He thought I was cool, obviously. No. And then and the thing about me, I'm always like thinking or overthinking things sometimes. As in, I'm not going to make that I'm not going to reach out because that was just a fun interaction. It probably doesn't mean anything. So, seriously, if it wasn't for Sawyer, the relationship would not have happened. I just am too scared. I don't want to, intrude on people's lives, which is so dumb to think, because no one cares if you reach out and talk. So he reached out and talked. We talked about the summer, and then senior year is when we were kind of dating.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he left on his mission for 2 years, and then when he got back, I don't know how long, a month later we got engaged. And then a couple months later we got married.
Nice.
And when did you guys get married?
This year in July, the end of July.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Newlywed.
Right.
Most newlywed.
Yeah. Didn't you get married around the same time?
Yeah, in June.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Dang, I feel so old now. But is there anything? I mean, since you know Sawyer for so long, was there anything new that you still see after you got married? You're living together now,
What's the most shocking?
Yeah, what's the most shocking or different? Oh man.
I don't know because when we were dating, he was just he's a goofball. He just likes to joke around and laugh and be happy, all of that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I don't know if there's anything surprising because he's been the same since we've been dating. But now that we're at home together, I just see it way more often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nothing surprising, I don't think. At least nothing that comes to mind.
There's no weird habit. Sawyer?
No, seriously? I don't know. I got married and when I, the very beginning, because we're still newly married, but there's guys can be messy or, that stereotypical stuff. But he likes to help clean the house. Sometimes when it gets too messy, he's starts just going and going and going. I don't know, he's great. He's great.
Okay.
Yeah, there's moments that I'll get annoyed and I'm wondering what he'll do. Yeah. And he just does the right thing, There's nothing dumb he does. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Dang.
No surprises, all good.
All
okay,
right.
so yeah, Brina, how did you meet Colin?
So we met at college at BYU, Idaho. We met last September, so September of 2019. Yes.
Feels so long because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
The timeline is a little messed up.
Seriously.
Yeah. So we met at a game night. My cousin invited me, and he was FHE with the girls, and so he was there, and we met, and we just started talking. But he didn't do anything. It took him 5 weeks or more to work up the courage.
Oh, so he was interested in you.
Yeah, he was interested apparently in me the whole night, and he's like, couldn't believe you couldn't see me. I just couldn't take my eyes off you, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
and stuff, and I was just like, okay, and I'm like, yeah, I was interested in him, but then I kind of got, I was a little bit hesitant because I found out that our family was like he grew up with my family, and I had to make sure that we weren't related because my grandpa was like, oh yeah, we're related, and I was like, great. But we were like fourth cousins.
Really far.
Yeah, like, I mean, not super far, but like far enough that we were like, yeah, no, we're fine.
Yeah, no.
So it wasn't a problem. But yeah, no, funny thing about my cousin, she told me about, so I knew about Colin clear back in February, but she
September, like 7 months before you met.
Oh yeah, before I met him, I knew about him. My cousin was like, I have this FHE bro that I want you to go on a date with. But I was like, heck no. I had just been in a car accident. I had a cast on my arm and I had a cut on my head. And she's like, yeah, I want you to go on this date. And I was like,
I am recovering, girl.
I'm not going on a date right now. I look like a hobo. And so she showed him to me, and we stalked him on Facebook. And my mom's like, oh yeah, I know his mom. And I was like, oh, okay, aboard.
No.
And then we met, and it wasn't until I came up to Washington and I was like telling my family, hey, there's this boy, I don't know if he's interested in me, but he's pretty cool. And then my grandpa's like, yeah, you're related to him in some way. And I was just like, great,
Never mind.
Never mind. And then I went back and I quickly got over that because he asked me out. And so we went on a date and then kind of just started dating in October. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it kind of clicked. It wasn't.
Yeah. So we kind of just clicked.
Each other.
And we went on 3 dates, and then we went up to our mountain, which is a common place in Rexburg for people to go. And I'm very forward and very like, I don't like to be unsure about things.
That's good for you. I'm so bad at that.
Yeah, and so I was just like, I can't handle not knowing. And so I was like, so are we dating or are we not? Like, I had not dated in college. I had not dated really at all too much. And I was just like, so are we dating? Are we not? I don't like the not knowing. I want to know if it's okay to go on dates with other people or if we're a thing. And he's like, if you're asking me to be your boyfriend, then yes, I'm more than willing to be your boyfriend.
That's how it got official?
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. And then he wanted to kiss me that night, and I was like, no. So we waited a little bit, because I was like, no, I want to just get to know you a little bit better before we get physical with our relationship. And he was like, okay. And he was really patient with me. And it didn't take me too long to come around. But yeah. No, he was a sweetheart and got attached really fast. And then we got engaged in January and married in June. So, yeah, June 5th.
2 COVID weddings.
Yeah. We have 2 COVID weddings, which didn't turn out too bad. Yeah.
Well, you guys have to talk about that a little bit. I almost didn't realize you guys both had a COVID wedding.
Yeah.
How was that?
You know, it was okay. It wasn't too bad because my mom is like, she'll help me out in anything. Like, I'm very bad at being deciding on things.
Yeah, decisive.
Yeah,
indecisive.
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm very indecisive, and Sawyer can attest to that. But so my mom was like, okay, I will like run the show, and you tell me what you like, what you don't like, you know, that kind of stuff. The only thing that was hard was choosing the people to invite. Because it was very like we just had a limited amount of people that we could invite. So when you don't want to invite too many people and risk the chance of getting sick and stuff, let's lower it. And yeah, that was the hard part because in this small town, everyone knows everyone. Yeah. Someone's helped you out in some way in your life. Mm-hmm. And so it would have been great to invite everyone. I was very sad that we couldn't, but it's just some close friends and then family. That was the only thing that was hard about the COVID wedding was just inviting the people because everything else, like we provided masks and Germ-X for the people that wanted to and all that. So, yeah. What was hard for you? Because I don't know what else was hard.
Yeah. Well, my question: did you were you engaged during COVID and get married during COVID?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, what was hard is that I got engaged before COVID. And so my wedding was all planned out. Luckily, both me and Colin just kind of rolled with the punches. Like, the only time I ever got super emotional was about being told, like, people worrying about who could come and who couldn't and stuff. That's what got me emotional, was like, I didn't have any sisters, and I felt really strongly that I needed to invite my cousins to this.
Yeah.
And because they were my sisters, and luckily a lot of them were able to come and support me that day and stuff. But, yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that, because my family was worried about, like, we want you to get the wedding that you want, and COVID kind of limits that. But I was fine. So, yeah, of course you want someone, that your family there, the people that you're close with, because COVID is, like, restricting everything else.
Yeah, you wanted the people that you're closest to. And, like, I think it was more emotionally hard on Colin, to be honest. Like, Colin's a very soft-hearted man. And... and
exposed.
Yeah, sorry, Colin. I know you hate that about yourself. I'm sorry.
Don't cut this, Carter.
Yeah, no cutting that. But, no, he was very emotional about the fact that I wasn't going to get that big fairy tale temple wedding that, you know, every LDS girl dreams about and stuff. And it really made it about me and Colin.
It's a great memory that, like, I'm excited to look back on when I'm older.
I'm excited to write my book about it, because we're doing a little wedding book, and it's going to be a little bit crazy because it's going to be spread out over the course of a year. So
awesome.
So that's
so it's going to be a whole year of my COVID wedding.
Lots to write down.
You know, and pictures and stuff. So, yeah, but that's how we met, and that's kind of our story. So
cute.
I almost thought I can't relate to both of you when it comes to COVID wedding, because you know, I was married 3 years ago.
Right.
But I thought about that. You know, when we were when we decided that we want to get married when we're dating, the big question is, you know, my family is all the way in Malaysia.
So you had the same.
Or like my friend and family and literally everyone, you know, is all the way on the other side of the world.
And it must have been hard planning too when you were here and your family was over in Malaysia, right?
Yeah, it was really hard. I didn't know if my family could get visa to get in here for our wedding.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the least I want. At least my family can be here, right? You know, and it was really nerve-wracking because people get the visa things like get rejected all the time. You know, like So I'm so nervous. I don't want any of them to not get it. You know. So, cause I had a friend that got married around the same time, and then the whole family got the visa except for like one of his sisters, and it's just you know, you don't want that. But luckily my family did. All of my family were able to get here. My immediate family.
I'm glad it all fell into place.
Yeah, we were gonna do like a Malaysian wedding, you know, and since we were not that rich, so we saved up and we went. So we did go to Malaysia this year in February, and we already have a son, but we thought it's just being polite that I should get a wedding on my side.
Really?
But you know, COVID. That's when COVID hit, so we had to cancel our Malaysian side wedding too. You know, we haven't planned crazily, but I just thought that we would have like a reception thing with at least my relatives. But you know that's not gonna happen with all the restrictions.
Do you still plan for that in the future?
Or I don't know. When we have like 3-4 kids, it's like, okay, we were married a while ago, but here you go.
Right, yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, we don't know what we'll do, but I feel like my family heritage is like Chinese. So I'm a half Chinese and half Filipino, and Chinese is all about those traditions. So I still hear my grandma saying like, oh, my sister's asking, when are you going to come back and, you know, have this reception? I'm like, I have a kid. Sure, I'll do it one day. You know, they still ask about it. So they're not gonna forget it, the fact that you haven't had one, you know.
Hey, if it's a party and celebration, I say go for it.
Yeah,
plan it.
Right? One day, once this is all over, which we're all waiting for, right?
I guess we can say, okay, we're going to get into the gaming end of this isn't strictly for gaming, but we'll talk about our gaming experiences, being married to a gamer, and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, why don't you start off? Why don't you start us off? Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll start off, and I am the least amount of gamer out of these girls. Like, I guarantee it.
I'm excited to hear what you do.
My husband introduced me to Animal Crossings back in March. So
that's awesome. I have a lot of friends that like it. Don't you like that as well, Mimi?
I play that still every day right now. I try to.
I'm not quite that right there. I kind of fell out of it. I fell. So fun thing about me is I grew up on a ranch, so I didn't have access to games. My family, not bashing on my family, be clear on that, but they're not sure they're okay with games.
Okay.
And so I grew up with that. But so it's when I got married, I had suddenly access to Netflix and TV and games and all this stuff that I had never had access to before. So my big thing with technology after I got married was Netflix and watching a lot of TV and stuff. But gaming really came into a big thing, like with Animal Crossings. And then I think he tried to get me into Stardew Valley, I think is what it's called. But I think I'm still trying to get into it, but I don't know.
What's that? What do you do with that game?
It's like Animals Crossing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Animal Crossing, but it's more like a farm-based.
Yeah,
cool.
I remember playing it with Colin and Carter. That's funny. That was a few years ago.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm into Animal Crossing, so that's the only game. But Colin says that I guess I could get into the Flash games because I played on miniclip.com as a kid at school. And I'm like, okay, that's my gaming. And it was the Save the Sheriff game.
The Sheriff? That's awesome.
It was a little piggy game that you would play with the arrow keys, and you would jump and collect coins, and you would jump on the bad frogs.
Oh.
It was just this flat 2D game that you would play.
I love that.
And I'm like, I'm so sad because I can't find it and play it again. Because I'm like, I still love that game. I still think it's still like so fun.
There's a nostalgic effect of it, right?
Yes. But I can't play it. Like the Flash something is
it's gone.
Wrong. Yeah, it's like done. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, that's the only game I played as a kid. Mm-hmm. And the block game, the block
Is like Tetris?
Tetris.
It's not Tetris. It's the one that you can move the block and you're trying to get it into the hole.
No, I don't know.
But anyway, so those are my gaming experiences. Like really basic, not gaming person.
So it's a whole new world with Colin.
Yeah.
Being married to Colin, I mean.
I think my brothers appreciate it though, because my brothers really like games, and so my mom will take his advice a little bit more readily than she will other people's.
Cool.
So it's been good.
I think I'm really similar to you because I don't play game growing up either. So I'm from a really strict Chinese Filipino family where they just do not allow us to play game. Now you just do your homework and go to sleep. That's it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's all about getting good grades in class and stuff. So no time for gaming, you know. Yeah. So my first experience with gaming was in college. You know, some of my friends start playing like back then it's not Switch, something Xbox or something like that. You
like
know,
the Wii.
Yeah, probably.
I
Something. What do you call those games with controller?
Console game?
Yeah, console game, yeah.
I think you got that, Brina.
Dang! But yeah.
You're the real gamer.
Yeah, my roommate played those and they introduced me to that. That's my first really contact with that, you know? But then, after that, you know, with Carter, I started playing. And like you, I play Animal Crossing. And I'm a big fan of it right now. I try to play every day, but with a son, it's kind of impossible. So I try to catch up. Yeah, I'll try to catch up and make sure I don't skip any big deal in that game. But yeah, other than that, recently Carter got me into Realm Royale. Realm Royale is kind of a dead game. It's like it's a battle royale. It's like last man standing win kind of thing. But Yeah, what's that game that was really famous last year that's Battle Royale? Fortnite.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Fortnite, but Fortnite is crazy. I can't handle that. So then Realm Royale is a really mild version of that.
Okay.
So I played that. I used to play that every night, but now I have no time, so I just...
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, I'm fine with game, but I just don't... I don't have time for that. My son is at the stage where it's hard for him to sleep at night. So most of the night I'm just trying to put him to bed.
Yeah, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm alive. Very much alive. He sleeps in the morning, so I sleep in with him because I don't have a job right now. I'm still in school.
You're a mom.
Yeah.
That's a job.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, it's all good. But yeah, that's my gaming status. I guess
Cool.
I play Animal Crossing. I used to play it well, not anymore. I will now. Just talking about it makes me want to play it. Yeah. What about you, Stacey?
So the games, okay.
Yeah, you play the most game among us. You're the gamer.
But I'm not that well experienced either. I think it's the same with Brianna, just that like with being married to Sawyer, I'm introduced to a lot more things. Anyways, so when I was a kid, I didn't play a lot of video games because I'm more not shy. What's the word that like I just don't speak out like my mind. Like if I saw my brother playing video game and I was interested, I would be like, Mom, I want to play something like that. So I was interested in games a little bit. I played Guitar Hero.
Oh.
That was fun. Oh my gosh. Message in a Bottle. Loved that one. And then I know I did Mario Kart. Nice. I never won because my older brother was really good. And I'm bad either. There's only one time I almost beat him. But yeah, those are kind of the games that I kind of played. But I didn't play video games a lot. There's... Like, my senior year, I saw my little brother playing Call of Duty, Black Ops. And so one day I was like, what are you doing? Like, I kind of want to try this. Let me see what you're doing. And he tried to show me, and I am so bad with a controller. The game that I play is PC, but I'm just so bad with a controller. Like, when I am, how do I explain this? When I'm, like, aiming to shoot someone, and I start shooting... my right thumb lifts off, so I'm not like moving my to aim.
Oh, okay.
If the person starts moving, my thumb isn't on the thing to move to aim. I don't know. I'm very bad with it. But I tried playing that. It was kind of fun, but I wasn't good, so I wasn't that interested. And then I had a roommate, and she loved as a child doing Sims and
Sims.
And Club Penguin and like shooter games as well, and so she kind of got me into Minecraft.
Oh.
There was weekends when I was done with studying homework that we spent like 5 to 6 hours just doing Minecraft. My eyes were drained by the end of the day. So bad. It was so fun. I don't know what it is about Minecraft. For me, that's fun.
Yeah.
Because Sawyer likes to be on creative mode. So creative mode, you don't have to worry about dying or feeding yourself. You can just make whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But, whatever the other mode is called.
Survival.
Thank you, survival mode.
People.
That's what you're trying to do. And you're trying to stay alive with survival mode, and, like, you have to work to get all the stuff you want. And so I like to do that. And I think I like...
The challenge?
The challenge and feeling accomplished when I find coal or iron or gold or whatever it is. So,
it's funny. I think Colin and Carter is playing that.
Yeah, they're really into it, and like I've wanted to get into it with them. And,
yeah. Lately, I feel like I've seen them playing it.
Yeah, but we only have one PC, and it's not like Colin's gonna let me play.
Right.
Sorry, Colin, no shade.
Well, when he's not playing, you can play with me and you can hop on. It's so fun. But the game that I only play now is Valorant.
Yeah.
Sawyer showed me, and it's so fun. I love it so much. They're like one mode or game mode. I don't know what. I'm not a gamer, so I don't know the terminologies. But like one game mode that you can play is deathmatch, where you're just your own team, and you're just trying to kill everyone and get the most kills. So I used to only play that, but Sawyer wanted me to play this other game mode, and it's unrated, and that's where you're on there's 2 teams, and for the first half, you're defending these areas like A site and B site,
Uh-huh.
while the other team is coming in to plant a spike like a bomb
Uh-huh.
that will go off in like 30 seconds. I don't know how long, but once they plant it, you are trying to defuse it.
Yeah.
But you don't want them you're trying to prevent them from planting it, and so you're just trying to
Kill
shoot
them
each other.
before they,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then the next half you switch sides, and then you're the one trying to attack and plant.
I think Carter introduced me Valorant too, but in my impression, it's like a Counter-Strike, but each person has an ability, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Something, that's all I know about
Uh-huh.
it. Like,
There's different characters that have different abilities, and so we can all be smart and use like our abilities to help us.
help each other.
You
yeah.
know, like someone can send out a ball of smoke. I played a lot, I don't even know what it's called. In an area where people might be able to see you, so you can move somewhere else. And so that's helpful to have. My character that I like to play is Killjoy, where she has these bots that kind of help show where people are. So like
a highlight.
kind of like it's like I put a turret down, and if that turret sees someone on the opposite team come by, it'll start shooting at it. And then it'll show on the map that my turret is shooting at something. So it's such a fun game.
Okay.
And Sawyer was like, you need to play this instead of deathmatch. It's much more fun.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't like playing bad, because then I don't want to let my team down.
Oh, there's that pressure.
But let me tell you, once you play the first game, you don't care. At least for me, I didn't care. I was like, I need to get better. I'm very competitive with myself, so once I started playing and how awful I started off, I'm like, no, I can't be bad. I need to keep going. It's too competitive. Yeah, that's the game I love to play. And because I'm on a podcast, and this will probably be the only time that I could be appreciated for this, was there's one game that I got an ace. And that means that I killed everyone on the team.
Dang.
Yes. But I'm not trying to brag.
You're really good then.
No, I'm not good. It was pretty lucky. I was pretty fortunate to get that ace. But I just wanted that on the record, because that's probably one and only time I would get an ace. Anyways.
I want to answer, what do we think about our husbands and what is annoying about them playing.
Sure, let's do that. We can do that fast.
Okay.
So we're going to say what we think about our husbands playing games and what's annoying and like what's something that they do all the time that is just like part of their gaming that you just had to get used to. So
I mean, like I said before this, like, I'm not used to gaming live. So in the beginning, it was really hard to adjust to it. Because I feel like, you're my husband, you should give me all your time. What are you doing in front of your computer? And what's all these people, you know? What's so fun about it? Or what's so important about this, you know? But then, because throughout our marriage, I see that, you know, I have things that I enjoy too, you know? He has things that he enjoys. I enjoy watching shows, and he enjoys playing game, and so I feel like that watching him playing games, it kind of teach me how to have that balance. You know, that like, oh, he can have his time doing his hobbies, and I can have my time doing hobbies. And married doesn't mean like you literally have to stick together and do things together all the time. You know, in the beginning, it was really hard for me to get that. I remember arguing with Carter, arguing with Carter about it, and just said like, no, we should just stay together, like we should play board games together, you know, like those kind of things. But after that, yeah, he taught me the importance of having that good balance.
Like you have your own time to do something too.
Yeah, and some habit that he has, I don't know. Well, see, my husband is not. Well, he's not. I think I swear more than him. I'm just gonna be honest. When I play a game, when I get frustrated, I just forget myself, you know, and I just get frustrated and I'll swear and stuff sometimes. But yeah, Carter is not the kind of person who swears. He only has a few habits when he does really good. When he does really good in a game, then he would just really be like so full of confidence. He would just start like, do you want me to tell you what happened just now? Like, man, I did this, you know. He would start going off of how good he was, you know. Which is really fun to, you know. Sorry, Carter.
I feel like we're bashing our husbands, but we're not.
I mean, it's fun. It's really fun to see him, like, you know, just, what's the word? Like,
I'd be so into it.
yeah,
so excited.
So excited.
Yeah, there are times when he's so into it, he's so fired up, and you know. And it's also really cute whenever he's like, oh, you should play this with me. Like, it'll be so fun, you know. Like, and he's trying to convince me and say all those things about the game. That's what's fun about it, that I should play. And that's just really funny. Like, I like that. But yeah, he doesn't have any, like, crazy bad habits, I would say, you know. But, yeah. But that's what I noticed. What about you?
I never had a problem with it because my older brother, he loved to game as well. Mm-hmm. He spent time in his room doing stuff, gaming, so it wasn't something weird and foreign to me. Mm-hmm. And Sawyer's very good at balancing, like, time with gaming and then other things in his life. So I've never had a problem with him, like, gaming, but, like, you were spending too much time with gaming. Because there will be nights, like, on one night of the week, he and his brothers will get on and play whatever games they want on the Xbox. They call it X Night. And so sometimes in a week things get really busy and he said, okay, tomorrow's X Night, but Friday let's make sure and we do this and this and this together, you know. So he kind of makes sure to, like, make a balance and stuff, and I think that's why I don't think video games are bad, as long as you know, are making sure you're tending to other things that you have to do in your life as well, you know. If that's your hobby, if that's what you like, you should do it. As you know, as long as it doesn't become too unhealthy that you forget everything else that you need to do. But
yeah, the word I use with Carter a lot is priority.
Yeah.
So if my baby is crying out there and I'm in the restroom or something, I want him to be willing to put down his game and go tend to my child. Our kid, you know. Yeah. So yeah, that's the word I keep using with him. Like, priority. Like, you can play your game anytime you want, but you gotta make sure your priorities is set, you know, at the most important thing in this house, you know. But yeah, which he's really good at it. So good job, her.
Right, so he's really good at it too. So I don't think I've had a problem. I've never gotten mad at him at that. The only time was like one day I was just like, I don't even know, wanting attention or something. And he was just doing his normal thing. He didn't have anything else to do, and I was just like, I want, like, no, don't play. But no big deal. What habit does he have? Is that thing? Yeah. I don't know. He just gets so into it. It's a whole other little thing about, like, a new person, another side of him. He just gets much more loud and shouts lots of things of excitement. If I'm sitting next to him and he does something good, like it's like a double kill or something, like, you see that, girl? Did you see that? You know? Yeah. Like, he gets all, like, cocky, but as a joke. He's never serious. Yeah, he's funny when he plays. He's funny all day.
So, it definitely, like, I probably am the one that was, like, the most nervous about, like, having a gamer as a husband, because I grew up in a family that you don't game, and I don't know. I was just worried that gaming would take over his life and that he wouldn't be willing to take time for me or take time for our kids when we have kids and different things. And so it's definitely a conversation that we both have had a lot. It's just me saying, no, I'm like, I will always be fine with you gaming as long as it's not come home from work, ignore the kids and go to game. Like, you have to be able to say hi to me, say hi to the kids. If I'm drowning in kids being naughty, I need your help. Yeah. Like, so we've talked about those type of things where I'm just like, no, I expect you to be a husband first and a father second, and then you can play your games and do your hobbies next. Like, you have to make sure you have the right things in order. But he's very conscious of that. He's very, very conscious of that. So he's good.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this next question for you.
I'm so bad because I feel like I'm going to be throwing Colin under the bus.
That's what happens when you make the wives be on a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Before you say it, because Colin and Carter and Sawyer were roommates when Carter and I was dating, you know?
Right.
So there's a few times when I saw them playing games. So I know a little bit about Colin when he's playing games. So go on.
Don't leave any detail.
Yeah. Sorry, Colin. So he is very loud and obnoxious sometimes when he plays. I'm like, there are things that we need to work out before we have kids, or else our kids are gonna have a good vocabulary.
Knowledge is great. No.
Because his gaming, when something doesn't go his way, you hear about it, and a lot of the times
does he get very expressive?
Yeah, he usually tries to keep the cussing in check. Sometimes it isn't in check at all. That's okay. No, he's very expressive when he games, and then he also likes to hit things, like hit the desk really hard with his hand. And most of the time, it's not that I'm like worried about like the wall or the desk or anything. I'm worried about his hand and him hurting himself. So it's always been one of those like nervous things that he does every time he games. I'm just like, I don't like what mood it puts you in when you are trying to like, because you're mad at the game, you're gonna hurt yourself.
For Christmas, we buy him a memory foam. They put it next to his desk so he can just hit it.
Yeah, a little punching bag.
Yeah.
So every time he gets mad, he can hit it. But going off of like being like her husband's playing games, and like we've talked about how if our husbands have been a little bit like, have you ever been annoyed about it or anything? And I'm like, there has been a couple times that I've just been like, why tonight? But then again, at the same time, I have my needs of like, I don't want to do anything tonight. And it's not fair. Like, I catch myself just saying, no, I don't want him to play games, but I don't want him to be with me either. I want my own time. And I'm like, I'm working on my selfishness with his time and stuff. But no, there's like very few times that I've been truly annoyed at gaming. Most of the time, I don't know, not been annoyed at a lot from him.
Yeah, I think it's just important that you just vocalize and communicate when it's like, okay, you're not doing anything wrong necessarily. For some reason, I'm not feeling it. I don't want you to game, but yeah, I think just communicating how you feel and working that out.
Yeah.
That's at least what I do, sir. But I love to watch him game. It's fun to see him get so excited and stuff.
Sometimes.
I think it's so fun.
Sometimes when they get crazy, I'm just like, oh, I'm out.
Exactly.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Well, see, I do the same. When I mess up in Valorant, which is quite often, I will be like, no! And Sawyer's one time, don't be so loud. Because he's sitting right next to me, and I am loud as half a Mexican girl, so I'm very loud.
Yeah.
So I see part of myself in Colin.
Yeah.
I get loud.
When I get mad, I will hit his the mouse.
Yep.
Yeah. And
like this.
Carter is always like, just don't hit it so hard. You know?
That's what Sawyer tells me.
Protected.
That's so awesome.
That's funny. Yeah.
Are we supposed to answer questions? Is that what?
So
what did the guys do?
With this episode, our husband prepared a few questions for us to kind of guess, and then they have their answers, and we'll see if we are correct. Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with, what is their favorite game?
I think Carter's favorite game right now is, I guess you guys go first. Think about it. Oh.
Okay. I'm worried about what Sawyer answered. Because, recently he's been playing a lot of Call of Duty Warzone.
Yes.
I think that's his favorite game. Because he does love Apex, and I don't remember what the other ones were, but I think it's Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay.
It's really specific. I feel like I've also seen Carter play Call of Duty with Colin and Sawyer a lot recently. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's his favorite game too. Sorry.
Lock it in.
I think it's Stardew Valley. He plays, not Stardew Valley. What is it? No, it's Zelda. That's it. I think that might be Colin's favorite game.
Right.
Because right now he's trying to collect all the Clorox seeds. But yeah.
Tell us.
Okay, tell us the answer.
Okay. CDC, which is Carter.
Yeah.
CSGO.
CSGO, it's Counter-Strike. No!
Oh.
Okay.
Come on, Sawyer.
Sawyer Madden?
Gosh dang it, Sawyer. I knew it. I knew he was going to do something like that. He loves Madden.
Oh my gosh.
And Colin is Zelda.
Dang! So Brina got 1 point.
So that's one.
That's 1 for Brina.
I knew Sawyer would do this to me. He's going to do something that is so obvious.
Okay.
But he doesn't play as much. Anyways.
Okay, so we've got best performing game after that.
So yeah, it's a game that they think they're the best at.
Individually?
Yeah, individually.
Okay.
I think Carter thinks that he's really good at CSGO. Whatever his favorite game is.
Sawyer psyched me out. Should I say Madden? No! Or should I say it? Because he's been doing pretty well with Call of Duty, but I don't want to say that now. Let's just go with COD again. I'm going, same answer.
Codian? What is that?
Oh, Call of Duty. COD.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh,
So,
Codian.
Any shooting game? Can I be
That broad?
specific?
Yeah.
I think it's some sort of shooting game. I don't think that it's Zelda, but it might be. But it might be like I think Call of Duty, the one he plays. I don't know. It's a shooting game. Okay. Not what I thought. Okay. So Carter was CS:GO.
Yes. Yes.
Sawyer was Call of Duty.
There we
Oh,
go.
there
Okay.
you go.
And Collins was Rocket League.
Rocket League. I don't even know what that is.
Me too.
Okay, so I don't think it's a shooting game.
I have no idea if it's a shooting game.
So we all have 1 point.
Yeah, we all have 1 point now. Okay.
Okay, last game played together.
Their last game played together is definitely Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think,
yeah.
so. I
Oh,
think
we all think so?
Yeah, I think it's
they
Call of
used to
Duty.
do Apex, but I think it's Call of Duty now.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it?
Call of Duty
Yeah.
Cold War.
Cold War.
Cold
Okay, I
War.
wasn't sure
Okay.
which one it is. I say that's a point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that to us.
Yeah. And then favorite game to play together.
Their favorite game to play together?
Play together with just them, I think.
Yeah. They,
I'm inclined to say Apex. They really had a lot of fun. Maybe not. Maybe it is Cold War again.
I
What do you
think
guys
it's
think?
either Cold War or Minecraft. Like they.
oh,
Colin
yeah, they play
and-
Minecraft, yeah.
Sawyer hasn't played though.
Yeah,
They
okay,
might have
so-
put
okay.
Hidden Factor.
So we have to do it together, right?
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
Let's
Call
just
of
do that
Duty.
again. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Halo Reach.
Oh
Halo.
my
Oh.
god! I've not thought of Halo at all.
Oh,
I've heard of Halo. I don't know what
They
game it is.
do.
Oh, dang it!
That's so funny.
Okay.
Gosh.
So we have, what game do they want us to play with them?
I think Carter really wants me to play RuneScape with him. I'm just gonna guess. I won't.
I think the Sawyer mentioned this to me earlier this week. I think he wants me to play Warzone, like Call of Duty,
Oh wait.
because
Yeah.
I think that's what he asked me. He said, "You'll play on PC, and I'll play on Xbox." So hopefully that's what he said.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, Carter said the same thing.
Yeah?
When he started playing this game,
Uh-huh.
he showed me like a few times and telling me how good it is. Call of Duty.
Are you gonna change your answer, or are you gonna keep?
Oh. I'm scared that he'll forget about RuneScape because I know how bad he wants me to play RuneScape.
Oh, maybe it's that.
And Minecraft too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my heaven. Oh my gosh. There's so many things he wants to play with me. I'm gonna keep RuneScape. Hopefully he remembers.
Okay. Yeah. I think Colin wants me to play. I know I've wanted to play Minecraft with him, so I don't know if he put that down, but it's Stardew Valley. Yeah, Stardew Valley I think is the one. He showed it to me. We played it. I didn't really get into it, so I don't know if that's the game he wants me to play. He doesn't even offer to let me play the shooter games because he knows that I won't like them. So I don't think it's any shooter games. So, okay. CDC said, Carter said Minecraft.
Oh no, Carter, no.
Colin said Minecraft.
Oh, you said Stardew, right? Oh, dang it.
No.
I said Minecraft.
Oh.
I was like, we already did Stardew Valley, so I was pretty sure it was Minecraft. And then Sawyer said Warzone Planet Coaster.
Yeah. Is that
Oh,
Call
that's
of Duty,
two.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Call of Duty and then Planet Coaster is where you can make your own theme park. So, kind of.
So more
You're
specific
creating
in the
things.
game. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's a different whole. That's a whole
Oh, it's a
game.
different
I think
game?
you put two.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
We kind of pay attention to them, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carter. Well,
Okay.
that's crazy.
I
I mean, after talking about it, do you feel like you're gonna give it a shot? Like of playing this game
Of
that they
playing this
want
game?
us to play with?
For sure. I've
Yeah?
been interested in it.
Oh, you've been.
I like shooter games. It's fun.
Oh, okay.
I find it satisfying when I outdid someone else.
Yeah.
So.
For us, Minecraft, right? I've seen him play Minecraft. I don't understand Minecraft for the longest time. I just don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. I don't get, But after playing like Animal Crossing and stuff, it kind of, like they collect stuff and make stuff.
It's almost it's
Yeah.
very similar.
Very similar. So I'll consider it, Carter. I'll
Do
consider
it. It's fun. Minecraft is fun.
Yeah, and I'm like I will sit there for couple not quite an hour, but 30 minutes, and I'll watch Colin play Minecraft. So I'm like, yeah, but we'll see. It depends on if we get it set up on his laptop or not. But yeah, no, because I'll just sit with him and watch him play it when I don't want to watch my TV show.
Yeah.
And I'm bored.
Dang, I think that's a wrap. I mean,
That's a wrap.
we exposed our husbands a lot. So
Yeah.
that's enough of exposing. Maybe we'll do a second one one day.
Yeah, if there's
After
more-
this, I don't know if they want to hand this over to us again.
Yeah.
But maybe,
But in case, comment what you want else exposed.
Yeah, if you want
comment what you want to know.
Yeah, if you want to know more about us, because we didn't really talk about us, we talked about our husbands.
Yeah.
here, which is fine. I'm totally okay with that. But if you guys want to know more about us and our lives, more than welcome to comment that, and we'll see what our husbands think.
Well, thank you so much for listening to us today. I hope that you guys enjoyed our recording tonight. I mean, I really hope that we get to do this again. It's fun learning from
I had
each
a lot
other.
of fun.
Yeah, it was actually kind of really interesting for us to learn more about each other
Mm-hmm.
and our husbands. So
And it's fun to use gaming to connect with each other.
yeah.
Both all our husbands game, and we get to kind of connect with that, and how different we all are with gaming too.
Yeah.
So it's been so much fun talking with you guys, and I hope everyone that listened had fun listening to what we had to say.
Yeah.
No.
Hopefully it's not a disaster.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I think we had some good things to say.
Yeah. I think it'll be kind of fun to listen to it back and stuff. So
For sure. Have a great week. Thanks so much for listening to us, and tune in for the next podcast. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.